This is Mark Zuckerberg, and this is Bill Gates. I'm sure you know them very well. And just like them, there are other billionaires who, despite their immense wealth, are known for their simplicity. Have you ever wondered why some of the wealthiest people in the world, like Mark Zuckerberg with his great t-shirt, Bill Gates with his simple clothing, or Ingvar Kamprad, the IKEA founder who reportedly buys clothes from the local flea market, seems to prefer simplicity over flashy designer labels? What if I tell you that this is more of a power play than just being modest? The answer to this why isn't as simple as you may think. In today's video, we'll dive into why the rich often dress down to look poor. It's not just about comfort or fashion. There's a fascinating psychology behind it. It's all about power and dominance. We'll explore how dressing down can play a role in power over others. Dressing down might be just a clever strategy for navigating social dynamic and maintaining a sense of control. But that's not all. While the rich dress down, not just as a fashion statement, but a strategic move, there's much more to this story than meets the eye. This isn't just about looking humble, it's a strategic power move that goes beyond appearance. But first, let's look into the other issue that arises when we dive into the psychology of wealth. Let's say you walk into a room. There's a guy dressed casually, blending in just like any other person in the room with a smile on his face. That's exactly what happened to me a few years ago at a business conference. Little did I know that the person that I was sitting next to and chatting with turned out to be one of the wealthiest individuals in the world. This encounter caught me off guard and made me realize something crucial about wealth and perception. For someone like me who didn't come from money, what struck me the most was his demeanor. Humble, level-headed, and genuinely interested in networking and interested in knowing about me and any other person in the room. Despite his wealth, he didn't flaunt it. Instead, he blended in with the crowd. Easily flying under the radar, his clothing was more ordinary than even mine. This phenomena isn't unique to this individual. Wealthy people often dress more casually, not because they lack style, but because they don't want to attract attention for their wealth. It's like a defense mechanism in the wild. Don't look like a bright threat to the predator. This brings me to my next point, the paradox of wealth and simplicity. The truly wealthy don't seek validation nor acceptance from others. They know their worth and prefer to stay low-key. They focus on making a meaningful impact rather than merely chasing trends to impress others. Most high achievers understand that it's not about how flashy your clothes are, it's about comfort and practicality. Consider the subtle style of super wealthy individuals like Mark Zuckerberg, Keanu Reeves, Leonardo DiCaprio, Mark Cuban, Tasvir Mirza. Oh, that's me. Even though I'm not super wealthy, but appreciate subtle style. I'm a realtor and a diversified investor. I found out there's more to money than meets the eye. And on this channel, I try to dive deeper into the stories behind the numbers. Despite their immense success, they often dress and act like regular folks you'd pass on the street. Even in the world of fictional characters like Shiv, Roy, Roman, Kendall from Succession, the super rich often opt to understated elegance over flashy displays of wealth. Even though their clothing costs arm and a leg, costume designers for shows like Industry reveals that the richest characters are often hardest to spot in the crowd. They prefer subdued, high-quality pieces of clothing that don't draw unnecessary attention. The last person you would suspect of being a billionaire is often the billionaire themselves. But if you think billionaires look poor because they wear cheap clothes, that's not the case. There is more to their choice of attire than meets the eye. Now, let's look into the practical aspects of why the wealthy choose to dress down. You don't need anyone's approval when you're doing well. Take Steve Jobs, for instance, who rocked those iconic black turtleneck t-shirts and the jeans like a boss. It's not about trying to fit in or stand out. It's about knowing your worth and being comfortable in your skin. Dressing down is about practicality. It saves time, money, and offers peace of mind. And for my peace of mind, consider liking this video so it can reach to other viewers like you. At this point, you might be wondering why the wealthy choose to dress down even when they can afford most luxurious clothing. The answer lies in their mindset. Rich people have a mindset that prioritizes practicality and humility over flashy displays of wealth. But there's actually more to this story. Let's look into it. Let's discuss the concept of living under the radar. Imagine you've made it big and you're sitting on top of the world. Would you want everyone to know about it? Probably not. Wealthy people often fly under the radar, avoiding flashy displays of wealth, not because they're hiding. It's because they're living life on their own terms. Have you ever heard of the term frugal millionaire? It's a real thing. Warren Buffett is a prime example. For folks who live modestly, often in small homes, conserving assets to preserve their wealth. They understand that it's not about how much you spend, but how much you save. But the concept of wealth goes beyond materialism. The truly wealthy invest their money wisely, focusing on assets that generate more wealth. It's not about showing off, it's about securing your financial future. Now, let's look into how wealth can both be a blessing and a burden. Getting rich isn't a sprint, it's a marathon. It's about climbing the ladder of success slowly, making smart investments, and staying humble along the way. And when you do achieve wealth, you don't go bragging about it on the streets with flashy clothes. It's all about mindset. Now, if you agree to this, let us know in the comment section below if you're all about that low-key like. And while you're down there, consider hitting the like button. As we reach at this point of the video, it's clear that dressing down isn't just about making a statement, it's about practicality, saving time, money, and finding peace of mind. The truly wealthy understands this, and that's why they prioritize comfort and subtlety over flashy displays. But let's not conclude just yet. There's more to this story, and if you want to explore more videos like this, consider subscribing to this channel. Believe it or not, being wealthy isn't all sunshine and rainbows. There's pressure to maintain appearance, avoid jealousy, and even protect yourself from unwanted attention. Sometimes it's easier to fly under the radar than to deal with the scrutiny that comes with wealth. At the end of the day, wealthy people don't want to be known for their money. They want to be known for who they are as an individual. They prioritize humility, living modestly, and staying true to their values. It's not about the label on their clothing or the car that they drive. It's about the impact that they can make on this world. Remember that dressing down isn't about looking poor or cheap. It's a conscious choice reflecting a mindset focused on what truly matters. Let's address the common misconception that billionaires dress down because they don't want to spend money on clothing because it's not a tangible asset. Take Mark Zuckerberg, his iconic gray t-shirts. These aren't just any t-shirts. They're custom-made Italian pieces by Brunello Cucinelli or Loro Piana, ranging from $300 to $2,300 each t-shirt. Now, let's address the issue of power play. Have you ever heard that Mark Cuban said that he doesn't like to wear ties, but he makes everyone around him wears ties? It's about that power play. If you have that kind of money, instead of you wearing something to impress others, you can tell others what to wear in front of you. Same thing goes with Sergey Brin, Google co-founder. At a fundraiser where everyone was wearing suits and tie, he decided to show up wearing Crocs. The reason? He has the money. He can wear whatever he wants and show up to wherever he wants. Nobody can tell him anything. It's all about that power. It's not what you wear, but you can tell other people what to wear around you, or whatever you can wear to show up wherever you want. It's that power that they try to imply when you have that kind of money. And this is the power play that they like to show off. They can show up anywhere, wearing anything that they want, where everyone else has to follow a strict dress code. It's not about the price tag. It's about choosing quality and comfort over flashy logos. So what's the bottom line? Dressing down is a practical choice for the wealthy. It's not about making a statement. It's about being true to yourself and prioritizing what truly matters in life. The next time you see someone living modestly despite their wealth, remember, there's more to their lifestyle than meets the eye. The lesson goes beyond clothing. It's a life lesson. The next time you're tempted to splurge on the latest trend, remember that it's not about the price tag. It's about staying true to who you are. Now, a common concept of being rich is when you reach that $100,000 mark. It's a six-figure income. When you reach that, you reach some sort of financial goal in your life. But what exactly happens once you reach that goal? Find out in this video. Thank you for hanging out with me. See you in this video. Believe it or not, being wealthy isn't all sunshine. Believe it or not, being wealthy is not about, believe it or not, being wealthy isn't all sunshine.